Hello! We're back. Oh, yes, we are. Welcome back, everybody. I'm closing Discord. It distracts me. I'm going on to my non-distraction account because I got distracted so much yesterday. And it was like kind of the point. It was fine. But today we have to make up for how distracted I got by being less distracted. That is what I think. Trying to shivcom. Oh, yes, it's...
New 5.00 donation from Everything by the Numbers.
Yes!
Everything by the Numbers.
Thank you so much, Everything by the Numbers, for the $5. Appreciate it a lot. And thank you, Sammy, for my 10 new subs. Welcome, my new subs. It's nice to see you. New and old subs, welcome. We have a list. Let me recap it quickly. Yesterday, I started recapping the list that I already had, and it turned into like a 5-hour meander about. So, I'll ignore the anguished screams of my wife in the background, trying to corral her Marvel Rivals competitive mode teammates. A Sisyphean challenge that you will hear in the background if you have good ears. Yesterday, with the list, I ended up just spending ages because we thought about everything on the list. So I'm just going to recap the list real quick. XCOM OvA changes we kind of decided on yesterday. And my plan is to take the quickest and easiest of these and hit them off, low-hanging fruit first, and we'll leave the harder ones for later. I'm going to try to be disciplined. Hello, lads. Replacing no Viper Tongue with Viper Tongue at close range. Yep, so we're swapping that balance over. Tweaking rockets and grenade scatter and AGLs and UBGLs. That's a bit harder. Adding Disorient to explosives. Stronger Disorient 1 AP% for flashbangs. That will do that today. Don't think that's happening today. I'll put brackets around it. I want to play some Menace too, but discipline. XCOM 2 OVA. QJW says, thanks for starting up my side monitor content while I do math. You've got it, buddy. You're my side monitor content, because my chat's on my side monitor, so you're always my second monitor content, everybody. Add Marist Perk Pack Warbringer perk to everyone. Yes, we are going to do that today. That's going to add double grenades to every operator. It's going to be big. Big change. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. Number 3, just fucking limit the number of powerful special weapons. Yeah, I might still do that. Might still limit to
New
one RL. Thank you so
5.00
much!
donation from the Numbers. VKW2 Everything by me, or else.
It didn't do the right voice. I'm so sorry, but I bet I can fix it for you. Hang on. I always feel strongly compelled to correct the injustice of when it doesn't do the voice.
VKW2 Everything by me, or else.
I don't know. I don't know what you're trying to... What voice that was meant to be then. I don't know if you tested it. I can't get it to work either. Thank you for your $5, though. I appreciate it. We are doing an everything must go because we're breaking closing down sale. Except it's nothing like that. We're just doing... we're broke this weekend, but I need to develop the mod pack still before we play it again to make money off of it. So I appreciate the donations. Your donations are very... Sound like I'm doing a telephone. Very, very appreciated this weekend as they allow me to buy things that are cool. Luxuries such as bread, eggs, medication. Very useful things, so I appreciate your 10 bucks, or is it 2 different people by the same gimmick? I appreciate your $5 and $5 very much, and I appreciate those subs as well, Sammy. Thank you so much. Yeah, I was going to limit number of special weapons arbitrarily. I don't think I'll need to anymore, though, unless I add that revive kit thing, which I'm going to try to. Leader mod, yep, going to add that. Shouldn't be too tough. Should be easy to add, but the balancing will take a little bit of time. Let me think of time as I go through this, okay? So, like, replacing no Viper Tongue, balancing that. That's probably like... I'm going to try to make a proper estimation here without lingering on it. I want to say 10 minutes, but it's probably more like 20 minutes when you get into the balancing and fucking around with it and testing it. Tweaking rockets, that's easily an hour and a half, I reckon. Half, listen to my accent. Again, I want to say an hour. Could easily become an hour and a half with all of that. Limit number of special weapons. That's not a thing I need to do. That's just a rule. 20 minutes, so 3 days. Exactly, yeah. See, I'm trying to account for that. Usually I give way too optimistic timescales and always miss them, so I'm trying to account for that by making them pessimistic. But then if I slip those two, I don't know. Maybe I just, like, I'm always going to be late to whatever I decide in my head I need to be on time for. Maybe I'm just one of those people. Leader mod, I reckon that could be about 45 minutes if I don't fuck around to install it and then just see if I can turn off certain perks from it. Chosen will get Agile and Blast Padding. That should be quick. I want to say that's like 10 minutes, if I don't fuck around. The Blast Padding will take longer, but the Agile thing, that should be 10 minutes. So we'll then add, for 5A, add Blast Padding to all Chosen. We'll put like 50 minutes there to figure out how to do it again. But Agile should be like 10 minutes. Fixtures distance AK damage, 12 minutes? Just call it 10. Be a little optimistic once. No, don't. 15 minutes, because I have to remember where that is done. Jesus, thank you, Meaty!
100.00 donation from
Thank
Meaty.
you so much, what the hell?
Chipping in for 1 loaf of bread.
I'm gonna buy 1 single loaf of bread with your $100 donation. Thank you very much. That is absurdly and dangerously generous of you. Thank you so much, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Very kind. Very kind, that's extremely generous. It's a loaf that's all ends. If you find somewhere selling bread cheaper, let me know. Oh god. I feel like that's too real. That's too real. Maybe by 2027 that will be quite literal. Oh god. I can't depress me and all of us. Closely says artisan loaves can be pretty expensive. What's the most expensive loaf of bread anyone in this chat has ever bought? Like, honestly. Who wins that? I do not know how high bread can go. No jokes. Like, actually, legitimately, I'm curious. Does anyone here think they have the highest record of money spent on a loaf of bread? Dubious honor, but this is your chance to win something in chat if you never won a raffle. Thank you again, Mediocre. I honestly appreciate it so much. Helps a ton right now. Thank you. Thay 11 for keto bread. Thay, you're in charge of tracking who's got higher than you, if anyone. Currency matters too. If you put your country's currency. $7 AU category B. Jesus. I'm not gonna look. Hang on. I'm not gonna look. I'm gonna check in later. I'm gonna do this. Add resistance chads via Fire Sport Strike mod. That's probably like a fucking hour-long job, and I'm not gonna do it today, I think. Maybe more of a special story. That also sounds like 2 hours, so yeah, that's like a day making that mod work. We can just put that on the sidelines. Medkit should be turn ending, and Trauma Kit can be non-turn ending. I don't know a quick way to make the Medikit turn ending, because I feel like by vanilla, Medkit is turn ending, and I installed some mod that accidentally made it not turn ending, but then I never knew how to change it back. So that sounds like a real rabbit hole to like even diagnose what I changed there. This is not turn ending in vanilla. Oh, if it's just in vanilla not turn ending, then you'd think there'd be a mod on the workshop that would just make it turn ending, but I couldn't find one when I searched. Because I want medkits to end a turn when I use them. I think it's time for that, as cool as it is to spray and then keep praying. Meaty says, I just searched quickly and I could spend hundreds of dollars to get bread, potentially thousands for an overnight package. Oh, these are interesting developments. Very good. Keep us posted. Not in the general chat, though. Medikit should be turn ending. So that could be as quick as 15 minutes. I don't know. Trauma Kit can be non-turn ending. Trauma Kit is its own thing. I think I have its own slot for it down lower. No, I don't. So we'll just say Trauma Kit overall. That's probably like 30 minutes. Optimistically, 45 minutes. So that altogether is like probably an hour. I hate being realistic and disciplined with my time estimates, because I'd much rather go, this will take me 5 minutes, I can get all this done. And I hate looking at the reality of this list and going, this is going to take a lot longer than I would like it to. But that's reality, and it goes longer the more I yap. Lower squad set penalty, that's just question marks because that's just balance, and I don't even know if I'm going to do it. Quite the typo. Yeah, I don't think that was a typo. Narrative control setup, that's a luxury and probably takes an hour. I'll call it 45 minutes, let's be fair. Okay. With Obsidian typos, you never know. Well, with Obsidians, you do know. Meaties, perhaps not. Hide the resistance weapons. That's probably like, if we want to yap, I go and do that while trying to talk to you guys at the same time. Guys, girls, MBs, you folks. You rats, you fuckers. So that is gonna be... Oh, again, let's be real and let's call it like 45 minutes, but I reckon we can do that in 30 minutes. Better to estimate worse time estimates and then do it faster, I think. Random POI scan days and config it to be 1 to 6. That was just a mod. I feel like that should actually be 15 minutes. We'll call it 20. 100 commit and 100 deliver. Yeah, you had me in the first half. EU strategy pacing. Let's call it 20 minutes again. So that's like together like around 45 minutes. That's right, Cloister. See, I do that to my friend Laz all the time, where I'll be like, I'll be on the voice chat with you in 10 minutes, and then 20 minutes later I'm like, I'm sorry. Or 30 minutes later I'm like, I'm sorry. So I'm having to learn, socially and professionally, to be more realistic with how much I overestimate time. Sammy says he definitely does that a lot. I do it a lot, yes. And I'm trying to just... I don't think I can become faster, meaningfully, or reliably, that's the problem, but I think I can just start saying, this is going to take me longer than I think it is. Are we doing Magical Girls, says Stoops? Not yet, but I did talk to you about that. I said to Stoops was saying, Stoops wants Madoka Magical Girls. I said that's like one of the most enticing things to convince me to put allied buys on the menu. I want like a Dark Souls Soapstone power-up where you buy like the Madoka Magical Girl ally off the menu, and like for like 3 turns she's an AI-controlled summon that supports us. She superhero landing drops in of a PKM and just starts blasting. Yeah, that's how it goes, Cloister, yeah. Shiv slot with special weapons. Woo, 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 woo. Okay, yeah, now that's a fucking... Can we be real? That is an hour and 30 minutes minimum, but I actually want to do it, unlike the other things we're going to take ages. Oh, I wrote this down. This is not a today idea, but just something I wrote down for later. Because I was talking about doing the aliens that fight for XCOM thing. I wrote down aliens randomly bleed out and you can stabilize them and extract them. I don't think that exists in any way, but I was going to have a quick browse, not today, but at some point on the workshop and be like, I wonder if there's a way to like make that happen so that you could like, it's kind of like, so I know there's other ways to like capture and interrogate aliens intentionally, like you like rifle let them unconscious, or you have to like install non-lethal weapon systems basically to do it, or attacks. And I think that's cool, and you carry them out, and then you can like take them back, and you can like interrogate like Metal Gear Solid style, 5 style, like interrogate and convince them and recruit them to join your cause. And that's how you get more recruits, basically. I think that is, obviously, it's like just, mainly it's a fun idea. Duh. But I actually also think it could be good and worth the fun, because one problem I'm going to have is lack of recruits, and that's like a way to get more recruits. It kind of brings back the arc throwing stuff from XCOM 1, which I really like, and I miss in XCOM 2. I like the arc thrower gameplay. Call me a nut job, I know. I think it's fun, it's kind of like gambling. I don't lose my house. If I fail, I just lose the cap. But I could set something like that up already, but I kind of don't want to bloat the gameplay with it. So I was thinking instead, I wonder if there's a way to just make it basically like loot drops. Like, you know how sometimes the sectoids die and it's like, oh, look, an Illyrium core. It'd kind of be like that, where rather than me actively having to think about going out of my way to like capture a sectoid or a viper, it's more like, oh, that's the 5th viper we've killed, but it turns out she lived, she's bleeding out instead. And then if I want to, I could try and go and get that meld by running over, stabilizing her, and extracting her, and now I can do the, you know, recruit her to XCOM thing back at the base. I think that'd be a cute mechanic, and that way wouldn't be invasive of the gameplay loop, because it's just like, oh, it's like loot. It's like loot, but it's people. Yeah, no, I know, Cloister, yeah. But that was my thoughts, that's why it's on the list. Other than that, it's just trying Iridar's Loadout Manager. Let me just load up the XCOM 2 AML Advanced Mod Loader and make sure that's enabled. For those of you who have never heard of it, and you're into modding XCOM and you somehow never heard of the AML, the Advanced Mod Loader, you have to get it. It makes it so much better. Same for if you're into RimWorld, by the way. Quick aside, look up Rimpy, R-I-M-P-Y. Extremely good mod loader that I love for RimWorld. Transform that experience for me. It makes it so much easier. So much easier to mod RimWorld. Get into that if you're into that. It's so good, Cloister. It's so good. Okay, so Iridar's... Oh, I'm feeling focused. Iridar's Loadout Manager is on. We will check it out. I don't know how I'm going to do the revive kit today. Probably ask you guys for help, and once again, hopefully, some of you like Cloister's here again. Some of you will be like going like, here's how you could do it, and you'll save me some time. Okay. So that's good. So let's pick something that's within the 15 to 20 minute realm. I'm going to go with the Viper thing first. This is the top of the list. This should hopefully not take too long. So let's keep a vague track of how long I take. I said this would take 20 minutes. It's 10:55 for me. Let's see. Don't like pressure me as we go, but just afterwards we'll just like calmly check how much time this actually took. 10:55 it is right now. So Viper, grab and bind. I'm going to turn off Viper cannot grab and bind. I'm going to turn on Viper, grab and bind close range only. I'm going to have to keep a changelog here. Removed, Viper cannot grab and bind. Replaced with Viper, grab and bind close range only. Oh, I'm going to let my wife know too, before I go on, that Meaty gave us $100 because that'll make her feel better because she's stressed about money. Mediocre sent $100 and told us to buy a loaf of bread with it. And Den said, I'm going to tell her this as well. And Den said, they're looking up packages nearby them and get bread for 1,000. I didn't include the context of me asking what the most expensive loaf of bread you can get is. That just sounds worse. More justification for alien capture just joining Chimera Squad. I basically want that, yeah. I basically want that. Asher said, I don't think I want to look up Rimpai Beagle. Yeah, that's why I spell it out for you. Okay. Grab and bind. I've written my little changelog note. Viper, grab and bind, close range only. Turn that on, and then we're going to go immediately. I'm not going to show you this because I'm always, like, really scared of, like, something disgusting or filthy coming up or my address coming up when I'm just, like, going around my desktop normally. That's why I only ever show you display capture when, like, I've just got it already up. So what are we going to do? Get over here. I can do my freelancer thing, actually. Do I have my freelancer thing still? This wastes time, but I don't have my freelancer scene anymore, which is a pain. But I had a scene... Maybe I still have it? I had a scene that would let me, like, show Notepad normally without display capturing. I mean, at this point, you know, I should really just be worried about TOS, like, that time I accidentally showed, like, the nude game model when I was looking at the Jagged Alliance 3 workshop with display capture on. That's really what I should worry about. At this point, look, if you guys see something a bit rogue from me when I display capture, look, I'm just a bit of a freak, alright? It's normal. It's normal stuff. At this point, I've probably spent 10 years more worried about it without it ever actually happening. It's a waste of my energy, to be frank. Look, it's just me, mea culpa. So with that in mind, where is this? Let me just put it on. It's discussing home address. Well, the home address is the main thing I'm actually worried about showing, yes. But, like, if you see, like, a notepad tab here I didn't already, like, pre-scan, and it says, like, you know, giant tits sex mod underscore configuration, you know, Skyrim CBB config, you know, bone mod files or something. Look, at this point, it shouldn't be a surprise. I'm already telling you, like, that's fine. I'm just a freak. It's fine. Grey Figure says, my headcanon this thing's just got weird out in the wilderness after the Elders awakened humanity to its sonic potential. Yeah, it's not mine excuse. No, it absolutely would be. I can only use that excuse sometimes when I can throw Jam under the bus for it. 7 other vital mods have interdependencies. You're not joking. CBB is actually that mod for Skyrim. Everyone has a dependency. What am I looking for? Stop thinking about CBBE, Beagle, and focus. You're already 4 minutes in. I'm looking for the range. 288 is 3 tiles in Unreal units. Wow, I have never before seen a config file for XCOM that makes you do it in Unreal units. That's intimidating. So 96 is 1 tile. Okay, I mean, I guess that's easy. Just do the multiplication then. Get over here, max range. Oh, this is removing that. Okay, yeah. And we're going down to 2 tiles, 4 tiles. I want to balance this, but also then if the mod gets updated, I'm going to lose my changes, which is annoying. I need to like do a config mod again. Because I have to check it every time I load up. Annoying. I would set this in a perfect world to like, I think, 1 to 6. Meaty says, I had to explain to a partner once that the folder on my desktop called Athena's Ass was not in fact porn, but a Monster Hunter armor set tool. Well, there you go. I'm a big fan of Athena, by the way. I would love to be a disciple of Athena's. I just don't think I live in those times anymore, but I suppose there's nothing stopping me. Get over here. Find. All I care about here is the range, right? I'm just looking at... it's like window shopping, but for options. I always love seeing what I can change. Fragile amount. I don't really know what that means, so whatever. We'll just change the range. So, one sec. Yeah, I'm just going to Google it. I'm going to turn the display capture off because now I'm pulling up the browser and I'm definitely not confident enough to show you what comes up in my autocomplete. Google. I use Google as a calculator. I will not be judged for this. What do I want? 192 is 1. I mean, it's right there. Like, 96 is 1. So, actually, I don't even need to do that. Just go, like, 96. We'll comment, because that's the way we should... I always like to comment so I know what the original vanilla thing was when I fuck with things. I think it's the way to go. And we'll just take 96, and we'll go... I don't know if it breaks it, but we can test it. To be 1 tile, I don't know why I set it to 2. I think it'd be cool if they're right next to you, if they still tongue you. Sure. That's how it usually works. Get over here, max range, 4 tiles. So I reckon this should be 6. I reckon 6 is not too bad. That's still assaulting me in close range. Like, Viper tongue is annoying because it feels like guaranteed fucked. Even though it isn't, as Bounty pointed out, it actually does just have a normal accuracy. So it's just kind of like if a Muton got within 6 tiles of you, you'd be like, alright, I'm gonna get grenaded. Fair enough. That's on me. I think same for a Viper. I think 6 tiles is enough. 4 is a little too little. So we'll go 1,000 units, 6,000 units. And we just need to go 96 times 6. Now, if you're smart, you already know what that is, but I don't, so I'm going to Google it. 96 times 6. That gives us 576. Did you win the jar of jelly beans? Did you get that before I said it out loud? You are smarter than I am if you did. That's all we should need to do. Just change the radius. Okay. Oh, you can change the poison spit cylinder height. It's nice that they allow that in here, even though it's not the point of the mod. Wait. Poison spit hits units 3 levels in the air? That can't be right. I'll have to test that. It shouldn't, so that's weird. Maybe it's how high you can aim it. I won't fuck with things I don't understand, generally. Cloyster says, one of these days, one of us is going to have to teach you how to do a proper config override mod, so you're not editing the mods directly in case they get updated. I have one. Someone made one for me for OvA, but I don't know, like, they made it for me, so I don't know how to, like, update it. I think I know what I have to do is I have to learn how to, like, take command of it via the Steam modding workshop uploading shit and learn how to update with that. But I just haven't done it yet. So you're not wrong. Lily says, wow, thank you so much from me. That's my Jam's name in Discord. Meaty Jam says thank you so much from her, by the way. Just did. I shall let her know. She is the only person who can talk to me right now. I'm on my, I have a second Discord account, and it's connected to absolutely no one. It's my quiet time Discord, because I was getting really anxious these last few months. My anxiety has been growing. And I just realized I'm too plugged in all the time. But I do not want to turn Discord off, because I need to be able to talk to my wife at all times. So I just have a private Discord that is basically just the red phone in the White House, but it's connected directly to her instead of, you know, Russia. Thank you, Media again. Should make a new one? Yeah, I guess. Might be a one above, one down, says category B. Maybe, yeah. Like, this is right. All the weirdos only have one phone. Yeah, and also, like, she's not going to call or text me when we're in the same house. She's in the house right now. But we're not going to shout at each other because we live down a long hall from each other. Viper says Black Viper says, every time I hear Viper, I think I did something bad. Why do you assume because we're talking about you it would be bad, though? Lloydie says, how much for a map-wide tongue sniper Viper? I was about to shout $50 out, but I'm not going to be funny and commit to something that then Blinky will use against me. Mr. Bilk me more like, am I right? No, because he gives me the money, so it's more like Mr. Get Bilked. Okay. Yeah, fair, Cloister. We don't want to introduce a third party into our relationship like that, you know? She's under the stairs. Get her out, Beagle. Jam? Jam's under the stairs? Okay, so that should be done. To save time here, I won't, like, load up and test everything individually. I'll do a few things at once, and then we can test it all at the same time. Like, it's just bold of you to assume I'm going to pay you 50 bucks for anything. Over time, you will. I'm sure you already have, with the amount of times you've done little joke donos. Wow, Blinky won't even give you half a load of bread. I know. Wait, did I just say load? Loaf! Moving on. So, it's a normal thing. It's like, you know, it's a unit of measurement. It's like your truck pulls up and you got a load of bread for people. So that should be done. Ready for testing. Get a loaf of this guy. Oh, you're all very clever. Let's take another low-hanging fruit because 55. I'm only 11 minutes into that task. Chosen all get agile. Sure, let's do that next. Maybe we'll leave an Ard? Well, I cannot speak. Ard blast padding to them as well. So this should just be a mod. Agile strength fix. So we're going to enable agile strength fix. I'm going to go to the config for that. I'm not going to close any of these configs. You have to remember to make a config mod for them later. Okay. Set this to true if you want all the chosen to get the agile perk by default. I sure do. Remember to remove the line adding agile from this mod's XCOM game.ini unless you want them to get agile twice. What? Oh, I see, because otherwise they wouldn't get it. Okay, yep, sure. Don't know if that would matter, but yeah. They told me to do it, so it must matter. Comment out that. Okay, and we're good. Hey, that's done. So, what did I write down? I wrote down that would take 10 minutes. To be fair, that was accounting for, 1, talking to y'all as I did it, and 2, testing. So, but yeah, that's like on. Closer says, of course, if you have enough loads, it turns into a fuck ton, and enough of those is a metric fuck ton. Don't think that's ever happened to me, but I'll take your word for it. Closer says, one setting allows it to just show as a strength, the other gives it to them just an ability. Yeah. And I guess you should turn it off, because otherwise they might roll it and it'd be redundant. They wouldn't get a real strength then. Oh no. Harabex says, how many metric fuck tons in a shitload? I think it depends how, like, awestruck you are. Depends on the person saying it. Add blast padding to all the chosen. Okay, so let's give that a swing while we're here. How am I going to do this? How do I just add blast padding to all of them as quickly and easily as possible? What's Bounty's mod called that lets me just, like, change things like that? Fuck. It's not Template Master, I think. Easy Unit Customizer, that's it. Isn't it? I don't have it in the list. What the hell? I thought I used Customizer for things. Now, this is the hard thing. I can't remember the name of it. I'm just going to have to do it right from the start. And I didn't want to do it this way because I figured it would take a while. But it's just going to be the way I have to do this. I just have to go to Bounty's workshop and see his mods. So I can be like... I can just find it from the list. Just tack it onto the Agile mod? Yeah, I don't know how to. It is Easy Unit Customizer, but I'm not subscribed to it anymore. That's... Oh, no, it's probably because it went into the OvA config mod. Weird though. I remember I used it for a lot of shit. For what it uses this, so it must not be... Oh, it was installed as a local mod, maybe? Okay, I'm just gonna go to the OvA config mod and see if there's a way I can do it there. Mod config menu. OvA core mod. Cloister, if this fails, what's the quickest and easiest way that isn't going to fuck up anything else for me that I can just add a perk to all the Chosen? Add blast padding to them. What would you recommend for a, like, config mod to do this? I'm in the configs for my OvA core mod right now. Config... War of the Chosen. Can I do it in, like, the game's config files? Game data character stats, but that doesn't add... abilities. Game data soldier skills, that adjusts what they do. Missions... Game core? Nope. Oh, but there's my number of starting soldiers. I should probably turn that up a little. Or maybe I just gotta, like, turn down the cost of them, honestly. What file is the cost of rookies? And I do need to turn that down a little. Normally you do OPTC at TBH. I don't know how to do that. But I think ability editor allows you to do it. Was that the one that fucks everything else, though? I might have to install Bounty's mod again. Maybe I just, like, don't give them Blast Patty right now, and I wait till later. You're gonna show us your editing? Here and there, where I feel confident, yes. Okay, let me just... If I minimize everything, is there anything weird behind my screen? No, not really. Not really. Okay, you can see this, hang on. I was gonna, like, turn it on and turn it off. I should put it on a hotkey, but also, that's dangerous. Where are we? Okay, we're here. Yeah, so, like, I'm just going through these right now, like this. You can't... I did it already. Because on the left... I can't show you that. There's something rogue on my screen that I forgot was there. Do I have a rookies cost 15 mod? I thought I did, but they cost 20 right now. No, I don't use it. Let me look it up, the mod. Ability editor. Yeah, this is the one that I was told yesterday is exhaustive, so if you're using that Bounder's ability editor, according I think Teztra told me, any other mod that like changes things gets overwritten unless it's done in there, so... Let me woke in Beagle's screen. It's showing my quick access folders called Tops and Lingerie. I will not give you any context for why those are folders on my computer. Absolutely zero. I'll let you use your imagination. Which means now I can just show you the screen. Okay. You went to the rest of the chat, but may I learn the context in private? Sworn to secrecy, Jeff. Yes, later on if you remind me. I trust you with my secrets. They're not secrets. Okay, I don't think any of this does what I want to. Class data is like soldier abilities. Yeah, this is like getting me nowhere fast. Really, this is getting me nowhere. Jeff says jams OCs will look very pretty in lingerie. Yes, indeed. They can and they do. Lisa says you could use weapon skin replacer or template master to attach the perks to individual weapons. True. True. I was told that template master is the mod I'm going to want, so I might just want to download that and figure out how to use it. Euro, oh god. But yeah, this isn't really doing it for me, I think. What else we got? Not cosmetic. That I go into cosmetic and that's where you find these folders. Workshop. Is there any of this? No. But I can blacklist things there. That's good to know. These only work for items that are considered a weapon. Make this invisible to the game is designed. Oh, good. I can use this as well. I can also use Iridar's thing to hide items, I think. This is I use both. I prefer WSR as I'm more used to its syntax, but I've used it more because it's older. I'm pretty sure I use Weapon Skin Replacer. Whichever one was the newer one is the one I don't use because it wasn't there when I was doing OVA. I think... Is X-Skin the new one? Whichever one is older, I use that one. I think I use WSR for all my shit because it lets you do different audio as well, kind of. XCOM is completely different. Yeah, I can't remember which one I use. Enemies, aliens. That's just balancing them. Okay, this is going nowhere, so this isn't doing what I need to do. So let's stop wasting time. I'm gonna look up Template Master, and I think I need to learn how to use that.
Alert.
I already have it installed. I just have to use it.
New 2.00 donation
Hey.
from Count-Basso Battery.
What was the bread cap, by the way, Faye?
Splunk Donkey.
Splunk Donkey. Who paid the most for bread? Splunk Donkey. Thank you for $2. I appreciate the Splunk Donkey. We must be breaking $80 for the Donkey Fund now. Allows the user to mod their own configuration for the Waddock Iridar's Template Master core mod. Just as I have some blurry memory of how you did stuff for every original. Didn't you do some mess up hard-coded configs to WSR? Pretty sure, yeah. Yeah, I know the feeling, Claysa. Note that this mod is meant as a mod for modders, too far for... Yeah, blah, blah, blah. At their own configuration. Template Master documentation. Dare I learn things? That'll make this take way long. Iridar's Template Master is acquired. Yes, yes. I think this is kind of like what I'd be doing if I got Bounty's mod and used it again, but just like it's like the new version of that kind of mod. Right, I'm not sure as people were posting in different currencies. The fuckers. What was the highest number? And is at one point it'd be better to learn Unreal Script. Yeah. I keep brushing up against that for the past like 3 years. The people I work with, especially people who do things for me, like Laz, who's helped me a lot with modding and Freelancer, just offering and being like, you know, you just like learn to do this yourself at a certain point. I've never felt like realistically I would, because of I can imagine how much time it would take. But maybe as I'm starting to feel a bit better these days, who knows? Who knows with the new me? I really should at some point, because it would be so relevant to me, because I always want to tweak, but I'm always just like kind of getting help from others to tweak. And it would be very relevant to my day-to-day to be able to do this kind of stuff myself. Make the transfer from a mod pack curator to an actual modder would be very useful for me. Mine 11 CAD says stay. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, 15 GB pieces closer. That's definitely the most expensive bread. Damn, what kind of bread was that closer? Did you already tell us? I can't remember. Was it the Alexa thing? No, that was about your wife. But it says, if it's just replacing properties and templates, actually it can be quite easy. Templates are blueprints which are used by XCOM 2 to create objects. Units, items, weapons, and abilities. Can we edit existing ones? Assault Rifle CV. All standard conventional XCOM assault rifles are objects of the Assault Rifle CV template. Cheesy garlic sourdough flatbread in a restaurant, though. Oh, I feel like that's kind of cheating, but alright. Oh, really, Sammy? Cool. What's all the talk about Total War 40k? Like, is there, like, legit information about to get it announced or something? That's cheating. I agree, that is kind of cheating, but whatever. Everything's super expensive. It's like saying you bought bread at, like, a rave or, like, at a music festival. Yeah, it's gonna be, like, 50 bucks. Thanks, Sammy. Once created the objects, blah, blah, blah. Refer. Once get a chance to edit any aspect. More effective blast padding. Change just one ability. Cosmetic lasers and cool guns, blah, blah, blah. Template Master. Don't worry about it, raves. What the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, that's what I thought, Magnus, yeah. You've paid £12 for an actual store-bought loaf? What was that? Yeah, that still wins, I think. Cloister, you sound like you're doing well. You got an Alexa? You got an Alexa? £12 bread? And a wife? That's what everyone wants. Artisan sourdough loaf is a present for a friend. That's fair. Lets you create and edit templates yourself by providing it with commands through configuration files. You can create new items, set up their appearance and description. Yeah, but can I edit existing ones? I don't want to create a new Chosen. I want to edit the Chosen we have. And I know this isn't that hard because I've done it before. I was probably using Bounty's mod for it, which I think just lets me do what I want to do, which is just like add ability to Chosen. New Chosen? Ooh. No, I said I don't want to add new Chosen. So that would be funny. You have 2 Alexas? Oh. Big shot over here. No, it is Blendering Cat. I'm just developing it this weekend. This does look like it's tricking me into coding. This looks like it's tricking me into scripting with like baby's first training wheels. But I'm not seeing an edit template. How dare generous Iridar try to trick me into learning and improving skills. Oh no, here we go, editing templates. Instructed to edit existing or newly created templates using this file. The command to edit a template using the edit template type tag. Valid commands are this. Where is enemy? I see soldier. Is that for enemies as well? Soldier unlock. What does that mean? Ability unlock.
New
What?
1,000.00 donation from Physicist. Thanksgiving is
No
over.
way.
Now Christmas is here. So I wanted to donate, to bring some holiday cheer. My bonus has come in. I now share some of it with you, a family tradition. I swear it is true. So treat yourself to something nice. For yourself, a friend, or the fam made this message.
Holy goodness. Watch my language. Thank you so much. I dare not curse to invalidate how nice that is. That's so nice of you. 10 ethereals. With a rhyme too. Wait, it rhymed? I was too stun locked. Thank you so much. Physicist. 1, are you sure? 2, thank you so much. That's fantastic of you. I'm still double taking. I had to double take. Everyone has sent so many new $2 donation, $1,000 donations that I didn't think it was real at first. Thank you so much. Goodness me. I really appreciate it. I won't shine the spotlight on you for too long, but I'm afraid I have to for a little bit. That's incredibly generous and like single-handedly bailed us out of being broke right now. Thank you so much. I try not to emphasize that too much because I don't want to like be like begging, but also like I want to emphasize you like helping us an insane amount. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. And I have to tell my wife again, just like the meaty, thank you so much, Physicist. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Babe! Wife, baby! Yeah, babe! $1,000 donation! No, for real, from Physicist! Yeah, really! She's just screaming over there now. Thank you very much, Physicist. No, for real! They're just very nice. She said she's gonna come. I told her because I figured she's gonna come. Thank you very much. I put the music back on. I stopped it. Stopped it to consider, but thank you so very much for that. Very, very kind. Just made his wife go... I don't... Fizz just gets a new chosen, right? Fizz just, I think, gets first shiv. Can we... Should I... Is that a slippery slope? Should we give Fizz just a little shiv? But is that just setting the price of shivs to $1,000? It's very kind of you. Thank you very much, Fizz. Can't tune in enough to steal the roster slot. And they're so magnanimous and generous, folks. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. My wife will be coming soon. Thank you very, very much. And I hope things are going very well for you too, Fizz. Oh, it's good because Jam has been very worried this weekend because I've been like, I want to do more OvA, I want to make money with Kitchen, but I gotta get it looking good first, I gotta develop it, and not getting it done weekend by weekend, it was making me anxious. But you know, she's trying, but she's been stressed because like, money, so I appreciate it a ton. Transparently, thank you very much, helps so much. Goodness. Here says for $3,000, Beagle will create a new custom chosen model just for you, voice actor, and mod it into the game. Someone could offer that deal. I don't have the skills to. Thanks so much, Fizz. Goodness. I can't say enough, so I won't. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. In your debt. Alright, I have to go on. It's always the most awkward thing for me. It's not your fault at all. It's always the most awkward thing for me in 10 plus years of doing this job. how do you move on from something that generous? And you just have to move on after thanking you profusely. Thank you so much. Glad it'll serve you well, as the dono said, but got cut off. Make sure to spend some on yourself and gem and anything else. Yes. Thank you very much. We'll feel... Just having it already makes us feel much better. Thank you. You're doing literal stress relief for us. Thank you. Has been Stoops. Yeah, it's time's ticking on. It's been, like, 13 years now. About the same time I've been with Jam. I was looking at editing this before that very, very nice event. I was looking if I can edit the Chosen this way. I'm just looking if there's a way to... I don't know if X2 Soldier... Sorry to drop, please. Oh yeah, how dare you, Fist. No, thank you so much, I appreciate it. Like I said, it's awkward, but it's always, like, very welcome. It's just an unavoidable awkwardness, which I think is an interesting problem about the job. Is like... Because also, often I find... I don't know about you, but often when people do something like this, also they don't do it to be spotlighted, they don't want it the show to become about them, so... It's a balance, it's a hard balance. I was gonna hunt down this week with Spook. Well, good luck. Really, Meaty? So you're at the start then, yeah. Anybody who knows anything about XCOM know if Soldier Unlock Template, Cloister and Bounty, I'm gonna ask you to. Soldier Unlock Template, Ability Unlock Template, these aren't what I want, are they? I don't think any of these templates are what I need. I think you're right, I'd have to just put it on their armor/weapon. Which is annoying, but... oh well. Soldier Unlock Template is GTS unlocks. Ah. Yeah, this doesn't let you edit units. Now, I'm stalling here, and I'm trying to be efficient today. I'm stalling on time. Not getting anything done. I'm going to push through and find a way to get this done. So, I guess... I'll just apply it to their weapons. Because I know that would work. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to add this mod, I guess. Iridar Template Master. So we're going to add... Iridar... Templates. Master configuration. Okay. Yeah, I kind of do, Stoops, yeah. Oh, that's what we're going to do. You can just make one really easily. Just start a new one and use commands and stuff. Okay, and then we're going to want to go to that. And then... Template editor. If this is set to true, the mod will output debugging, blah, 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 blah. X2 DLC info first, info standard, info last. Which commands will run as early as possible. So it's commands. It's like kind of patching this in at runtime or something. Sounds intimidating, sounds scary, but it's Iridar, so I assume it's reliable and good. I assume it's just the same as like any other mod that I've been doing this with. It's just like he's like giving me the option of a load order kind of thing going on here, I guess. When does Iridar ever let us down? Literally never. God, is a Chad. And just quietly, a furry too, you know? So, you know, make of that what you will. You have some more on a no concealment issue. Which one? Which issue? I guess just like run it late. Loader's a bit wonky, yeah. So all I need to do is find how I would add an ability to the weapons, right? How would I add blast batting? Examples. Edit X2 weapon templates is what I would want. Swap everything that has to do with weapon appearance between magnetic rifle and conventional assault rifle. Oh, that's powerful. This might just be too powerful. It might take me too long trying to use it for this when I actually only need something much simpler. I might just get Bounty's mod again. Because I can make it local too, and then it won't update. Like, this might be too good. I'm looking for any way to, like, add an ability here. Just a file for you for WSR. Maybe if I can't figure it out in 5 minutes, I might take your generous help. Hell yeah, Stoops, let's make rogue tech. Yeah, every gun, every one of the 100 different guns should be balanced independently. Well, I mean, here's the thing. Actually, why am I looking in here when this literally has to be a thing I've already done? in the OvA core mod. Because in the OvA core mod, I've got assault rifles set to get light 'em up and shit. Yeah, WSR does it. I should have been listening to Cloister a little bit closer there. Yeah, he's giving me the answer already. WSR can do this. Duh, just go do it with WSR then. Yadoy. So now all I'll need is the template for the chosen weapons in all of their tiers, because they have 3 tiers. I'll need those. Did I tell you like 3 times? You did, but I just didn't really like... It was conversational for me still. I didn't really focus in on it as the solution. It was more like, that is something that you could do while I was like doing my own thing. I never like stopped and went, hey, it's here already! He's already got it. 4 tiers actually. Is that the player one? What the hell is Formidable? Do they already have glass padding? Have I just spent like 20 minutes trying to figure out how to do something that they've already got? Also note that the Viper King and Archon King have it too, so... But not the Berserker. Why does Berserker Queen not have it? Whatever this is. Maybe she already has it. I'm gonna take a random guess that this is already blast padding, but just in a Long War 2 version. Like it says Formidable is different RSC. Let's look at what it is. Long War 2 of the Chosen Formidable perk. I bet Google will give me something. Yeah, it is. I've already done this. I just didn't realize. That's sadly funny. Well, it's not sad. Let's be real. It's pretty normal. Whoopsie. Oh, there's also a perk here without having to install that other perk pack that grants +1 charge per grenade item in a utility slot. I don't need to install that perk pack. I can just have full kit. But then I wouldn't have the extra range, but I guess I can just do that on a case-by-case basis. Your gear includes an extra layer of protection. Yeah, I was just about to look at it. Granting 2 bonus ablative hit points and 50% less damage from explosive attacks. That's fine. Yeah, so I've already done it. So, funnily enough, all we did there was just double check. Really spent a lot of time to find out it's already done. Wouldn't have the disorient stunning damage grenades either. No, but I'm not sure I'm going to add that straight away, I think. I think I would add that to specific ones, and I'm not sure I'm going to do it yet. But while we're here, I'm just looking at these perks. Hang on a second, let me just show you, because whatever. Full kit grants +1 grenade item in a utility slot. Assuming this works like with all the mods I have too, like the Shiv thing, that's cool. This shouldn't work with Iridar's rockets, hopefully. I don't want Iridar's rockets to get +1. I want them to stay at 1 per slot. I'm sure there'll be a way around it. Extra grenades provided by Smoker and Flashbanger abilities, you don't get extra charges. That was always one of the most fun things about Long War 1, I think. The efficiency feeling of, like, you get a free grenade and then it gets extras because the mod, the other ability adds +1 for it. I'm actually kind of sad that it doesn't. I always liked that better. It felt like you were so cool when you brought no smokes at all but had 5 of them anyway just because of your perks. Applies to explosive and support grenades as well as battle scanners though, so that's good. So we probably just want to add this from Lawotic to Chosen. And this was one of the things on my list, and I can just do it while I'm here. Because we've remembered how to do it. So let's add full kit. Let's add full kit. And then I'll just have to, like, increase the grenade radiuses. Closest says my amalgamation class as a campaign. I had 1 soldier with 14 grenades, including 10 flashbangs. Well, here's the thing, actually. That's a lot, by the way. That's like OG XCOM Cloister. I wonder if that Warbringer perk would add the +1 to extra grenades provided by abilities. Because that's actually what I want. I would prefer that. Long War 2 is pretty well configured, so I wouldn't be surprised if there was like an option to turn that on, but... With no grenades and utility slots as closer, that is... You must have had a grenade scatter on, right? Let me see. That Warbringer perk, where was that? Where did I have that perk list, man? Marist perk pack. And the Warbringer ability says... Grants +1 charge to every grenade equipped, and your grenades area of effect is increased by 1 tile. But it says has to be bound, no. I have no idea, though, if that would work any differently. if that would give you +1 to grenades added by abilities. To be fair, I don't think OvA even has that yet. I just like might want to think about adding it. It doesn't really matter. I say it was broken, but I don't think I used 1 of 5 Intermission loss as Cloister. Yeah, definitely though. I don't really want to bloat the mod list with more, though there was something else I wanted from Marist Perk Pack, and it was the one that... It's the one that, like, yeah, gives you spend more actions to do a bigger shot. But in the interest of not getting distracted, I'm just going to go with the simpler solution that's good enough, you know? Isn't this Heavy Ordnance? Doesn't Heavy Ordnance add a grenade slot? XCOM to Heavy Ordnance. Ability. Begone AI answer. I want to see an actual person writing this. Christopher Odds, XCOM 2, skill tree breakdown. No! Abilities. Heavy Ordnance. The grenade in your grenade only slot gains a bonus use. Yeah, that's just like not what I want. That's just for grenades. But yeah, it is kind of like it because you're right. Gralker says, in approx 30 minutes, sorry not sorry. Gritted teeth. Gralker, what are you doing? What are you up to? Why not? Oh, we have like a long-standing... I have like a long-standing like dislike of Christopher Odd, though at this point it's like a decade since I developed it and is just so distant from me. It's like more of a joke at this point. Just if you look at my Sims bar relationship towards Christopher Odd, it's like slight red. I think it's even real. It started from a very real place, dudes. But, you know, I don't interact with him, so... That was like the one time I interacted with him around XCOM 2 release. Many more. Yeah. It's... But unlike the others, like Northern Lion and stuff, it's not like it's because I've reconciled what I didn't like. It's just I don't care about him. But... I never liked him anymore, but that's fine. We don't all have to like each other. This doesn't mean he's a friend of mine. Yeah, I mean, good for you. He's not a friend of mine. But good for you. There was, if you're interested, there was just some stuff that he did around XCOM 2's release that I did not like by my own code. And that's all that needs to be got into for now, really. I've talked about it before, but I'm not going to turn today into that. Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, it's all good. Okay. I am just going to grab this then. So we're just going to take full kit and add it to the operators. If I wanted to balance this... Oh, 1 free flashbang item to your inventory. I do want to add free grenades. But if I wanted to balance this, I would balance it by adding it to like certain weapons but not others. Like it'd be like, okay, assault rifles and shotguns get full kit, but machine guns, snipers don't, you know? I don't really know if I want to do that though. I don't want to spend 10 minutes here thinking about the balance of it. But we could spend 2. What do you guys think? I think just on everyone is fine. Because if you're using machine guns or snipers, you're already less likely to be able to, like, exploit having a bunch of grenades anyway. Also, who cares? Like, it's not exploitation. I don't mind it. You know, it means that they can bring more smokes. I just think it's better this way. I think just grenades being always a double pair is just what I want to do. Very true, Meaty. Put in your inimitable way, but very true. While I'm here in the Longmore perks, here, I'll just show you them again to you. I'm also looking at, I'll probably grab one of the field medic ones because I also want more medkit charges. But I don't want this on everyone. So I don't know how I would, like, restrict this classlessly. I want some people to bring more, but I don't want everyone to have more. I would probably be fine with every medkit having +1 charge. I think I can just do that in configs, honestly. Yeah, Scrabble says the amount of aliens in Kitchen you're probably going to need it. Yeah, but I'm trying to avoid the pitfall of just rebalancing the game to be balanced for Kitchen numbers, because then what's the point of Kitchen? Then it's just rubber banding the difficulty. And the point of Kitchen has always kind of been like, it's meant to make the game harder, and I'm meant to get good. It's meant to be a challenge, so... I'm trying to avoid that pitfall of overdoing this. SMG only? I don't think I'll do SMG only. I might just do like +1 for everyone, just like grenades. I really just want this, but just +1, not +2. I'm trying to avoid window shopping too bad, but whoa, dense smoke also. And it grants free smoke, whoa. Oh, whoa. Only adds 10 though. The dense smoke ain't what it used to be. Free action. What does this do? Oh, it's kind of like Rabbit. Yes, Grapples. There's a perk in Fevin's pack that just adds a free medkit. Might be a little too good for me, I think. But I like the suggestion. I could also just add that to medkits, but I'm pretty sure it's just like a XCOM 2 config option that I can also just like... I think the vanilla configs let you just go that when you bring a medkit, you actually get 2 of them. Like, I think it's a parameter. You can set how many charges the item has. So I should probably stop looking at this and just go look at that. In that sense, I could probably just do that for grenades too, but it's easier to just add the perk. Which is why I was just looking for a perk here that just +1 them. But I do not think it exists. Arc Will, this could be relevant for shivs. Oh, this is Arc Thuras, never mind. I do have repair kits, and I know they can be configured to have multiple, because I think I've already done it. So that'll be good. I might actually use those pre-sparks now of shivs. Okay, so quit window shopping. It's so exciting, but I gotta stop doing it. How am I gonna do that? I can turn off Iridar's Template Master config, because I think we're not gonna use it after all, so I can close that. Add to the pistol or the knife. That's an interesting idea, adding to the secondaries. That's an interesting idea indeed. Don't hate it. But maybe not. First, I'm going to just see if I can change the number of charges, okay? So, first, before I get completely sidetracked, let's add full kit. Okay, so, what are we going to add it to? I want to add it to armor. Is that a thing I can do in here? This is weapon skin replacer, so probably not. So, ideally, I should add it to the operator perk tree would be the least janky way to do this, I think. Otherwise, I have to add it to, like, every gun, and that's just wacky. Also, it's, like, slightly a little bit balanced then, because I guess normal soldiers can't bring double grenades on the operators. Kind of, like, works with how coup de grace is a little underwhelming. Okay. So that means, back out of this... Giving it this perk would be the smartest way. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. I don't think I made any changes to weapon skin replacer. So I can get out of here. Close template editor. There's no other way to... What's that, Cloister? What do we got? Looks sick. Go on. Is there no good mech mod? There's a bunch of good mech mods. Yeah, that's right, Brazen, exactly. Which is why I'm leery of the idea of, like, you know, too much free shit, even though it's a fun idea from my long war brain. Okay, so we're back to here. I do need to get that, but I'm gonna try not to be sidetracked, because I need to go there next for AKs. Rockets, we have to go there later as well, to rebalance them a bit.
What the fuck did you say before?
Oh, you're here! Yeah, I'm so Mediocre already sent in the $100 before, which was very nice. And then, yeah, Physicist. I don't know if Physicist is still here, because they said they had the run. Maybe, I think. Or maybe they just said they were going to do something later. I don't know if you're still here, Fizz. But Fizz sent in $1,000 just straight up. And they were like, just passing on.
Now we can get bread and milk. Oh my god.
Yeah, we can spend half of it on bread and half of it on milk.
Oh, but honestly, that is so nice.
No, it actually is.
Oh, it is. Now we can actually eat and feed the dogs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go before I cry. Thank you so much.
No, I thought you'd come. Yeah, well, you made Jam have wet eyes, so thank you very much. Just says, hi Jam, why does Beagle have a folder called Lingerie in his Windows Pay Access? She's gone. She can't answer it. Thank you again, Fizz. Where are you buying milk so cheap? I don't know. Again, I guess just like with the bread meter, you gotta look around online and see where you can... Who's gonna give you milk for Not continuing. Check Discord XCOM. Okay, brief sidetrack. Let me see what you're talking about. Okay. Oh, I go back to my Discord. So many pings from everyone. This is why I switched to the other Discord that only has my wife on it, so I can't get distracted. Woo. See my at? How embarrassing. Where'd you at me? Now I gotta look for it. Now I gotta click on my inbox. Madokas are not Tuhus, they're totally different, said Egan. I know that. You think I don't know that? But they're like related in my head. GTS Expander, custom rule-based unlocks, an example of how to do it. Okay, cool. Oh, that's actually a cool idea. If I do end up wanting to add stuff like, you know, everyone gets a free medkit, just as an example, not that I'm necessarily gonna do that. But if I do want to add that kind of thing, that would be a way to do it that feels a bit fairer. Where you could make it GTS upgrades that we have to spend money on, and you can't get the GTSs up anyway. No, I like that. That's good. And I could put like body requirements on them too, so I could like kind of gate it to certain points in the campaign when a certain enemy has shown up. Like, you know, you could have like +1 flashbangs, but it's only after you've gathered and spent 10 stun lancer corpses. Or what else? Yeah, like, you get the idea. I don't know why I need a second example. Kind of a cute idea, too. Like, you could make it, like, a really, like, a prestige thing. Which then means you wouldn't want the balance of power to revolve too much around it, because then that'd be weird if it's meant to be, like, a fun little toy. But, yeah, like, you could make it, like, 100 Stun Lancer corpses, you know, +1 free flashbang, or whatever, on assault rifles or your gear or whatever. That one is brand new, cool. Oh no, meaty. That's a cool. I will keep that in my thoughts as like a kind of like achievement hunting way to like, you know, like meta progress, get some stuff. It's cool. Cost can be unlocking new menu items. I mean, it basically is, right? Because you'd put it to alien, so it's like, okay, this thing we can't even get until we have, you know, 100, you know, 20 Muton Elite bodies or whatever, and then it's like, okay. Like Tacker again, and it's like, okay, well, at least I'm slightly happy that those keep getting bought. Alkin says, I think that would be good for a 2 to 3 upgrade, but the double should be a lot sooner. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that instantly, but like just as a concept of if I want to add just like fun little ideas of like, oh, it would be kind of fun if I got free flashbangs, but I don't want to do it from the start. That could be cool to be like, yeah, here we go. That's cool. I just like that as a cool idea, which is dangerous, but yeah, thanks for that. Thanks for the idea. Okay, I'm going back to my hidden account. My home Discord. Now back to what I was doing, because I'm getting no more distractions at all. I'm getting very distracted. So distracted I can't remember what I was going to do. Classes. Go to XCOM Soldiers. No, that's not right. It's not Lucy's infantry class. Where have I put the OvA operator class? Did I put it into the base game files? Wait, hang on, armorers, yes, this might save me too. Can I put abilities on armorers? No, that'd be annoying though. Then I'm doing kits, I don't want to do that. Wait, Dodge, I don't want my FOMO trash. I'm sorry, you're gonna watch someone else. I'm booked out for the next 2 weekends, or this weekend and next weekend I realized with games. Because I got a sponsor game coming next weekend too. It might not be in the workshop, it might be in... I didn't build the operator class into the actual game files, did I? Class data. Where is the operator class stored? It's basically watching a programmer review code they wrote years ago. Essentially, like, yeah, this is like 6 years old for me when I did all this. Oh, I did build the operator class straight into XCOM class data. Okay. What up, my girl kisses? What's up, Carlo? How you doing? What up, girl kisses? Okay. So we scroll these down to operators class data. And I'm hoping that just by adding another squatty rank ability, it'll just instantly work. But to have 2, I know a lot of our class mods have you start with more than 1 squatty ability for free. I just don't know if it's a vanilla function to allow you to do that, but all we can do is just do this. It might also be slightly annoying in that existing operators likely won't retroactively get this. Most likely there'll be a console command I can use to add it to them, though. And hey, you know, easiest way is just lose the campaign and reset. This should work, right? I think I might need a semicolon or something. Hang on, I've done this wrong. You don't want soldier ranks again. It's gonna be like this. Soldier ranks, ability slots, ability type. Da-da-da-da-da. And then you want to add another one. Check Discord again. Oh, in a second. How relevant is it, Cloister? I'm trying not to get distracted. Ability type. Okay, so we just gotta add full kit. I'm not gonna look up. I don't have the class name on me, but I'm gonna assume that their class name is the perk name because that's consistent with everything else they do. So hopefully that will just add full kit. It'll be quicker to just load the game and see at this point. Apply to weapon slot, inventory slot, primary weapon. Oh no, you have to change this too. That does not apply to primary. Relevant to yesterday? Alright, I'll check it later then. Remind me in an hour if I haven't. I guess this goes into like... slot. Oh no, does it need to go onto a slot? Ugh. I don't know. Exclamation mark boys kissing. It hasn't become a meme in general the same way. Fucked up, really. Artillery shiv. Ooh, cute. I will definitely check that sooner than later then. Well, maybe. I'm gonna be good. Try not to, actually. Do you know if I need it to apply to an inventory slot at all? It doesn't look like I need it to. I don't know why this one does then. Like, some abilities do, some don't. I don't remember why. Cloister's got the link right there. I could just click it. Let me put it on screen real quick. That's dope. That's like a little mini howitzer. That's dope. That looks unimaginably cool. I don't think the tier 1 shiv, the scout shiv, has the slots for those weapons, does it, Cloister? Because I went to the strategy layer and in the barracks and I couldn't see the option. I think that it must be only the alloy shiv that can do that, huh? Does the alloy shiv come with half cover already? That's alloy shiv, yeah. Yeah, I've got to get to alloy shiv to actually get the secondary weapons on it, which is kind of funny because then it's not really an early game thing at all, like I kind of wanted it to be. I've just convinced myself to add shivs. I could just have alloy shivs from the start, I guess, as the shiv. I don't know. Would be nice. Like the ballistic shields. Nice to have more sources of cover you can use too. I always like that. But then the dumb designer in me would want to find a way to make sure I also have reasons to bring the other shiv, but I don't know why I would. The scout shiv, that is, like, as a trade-off. I don't know why I would, though. I'd have to give it, like, specific abilities. I think I'd rather just give those abilities to the alloy shiv. I think I'd rather just be like, this is just the type of shiv you have. And we just bounce around this one as the only shiv. Rather than bothering to balance two versions. Because in the original game, just one just gets obsoleted by the other. And that'd be fine here, but I specifically want it to have the secondary weapon slot immediately, so unless I can add the secondary weapon slot to the basic shiv, that would be fine. Yeah, that would actually... Maybe I can just, like, add that weapon slot in the config like this to the basic shiv, and it can do the same thing. And then the alloy shiv can remain the armor upgrade for mid-game, which is a good way to... something you want. I don't know, I'm not really super into Xenonauts. What's this? Mark 1, Sniper Scout Shiv. Yeah, we were playing with that yesterday, I've seen that. Scouts gets battle scanners. I kinda wanna make that a module that can go on all of them. As a replacement for the heavy weapon. It can be like a radar instead. Does Shiv have a gremlin that has a Shiv repair ability? It's a cute idea. I wanted to have a gremlin for scout purposes, actually. Scanning protocol gremlin secondary weapon instead. So, anyway, get distracted. Blah! Point is... do not apply to an inventory slot at all and just hope it works. Oh, it needs its doubles. We need to have double brackets. That should work, though. If not, we just have to give it a slot. Anything else I want to do while I was here? Getting pulled around like a dog chasing cars, getting my mind pulled everywhere. I've got the config parser. What? I don't know what that is. While I was here, I don't think I had anything else I wanted to do. I just wanted to get those extra grenades on the slots for operators. Which also means that skirmishers, Templars, Reapers, Resistance heroes also will not get this bonus, which is probably a good counterbalance to them too. Though I would be fine for skirmishers to have it. It might already be on their tree though. Probably the buff up skirmishers a bit, I might just get the thing that lets them hit more enemies with their grappling hook rather than just advent troopers. Probably get the mod that lets them get vipers and sectoids and mutons too. But that's not something I'm super worried about today. Alright, yeah, so that's cool. By the way, hi Ted. Greatest Robo Jumper has made. What does it do? Do I need it? I hope not. Config file checker. Oh, it just like tells you like if your shit's fucked. Is that like a Notepad Plus add-on? Paste config here indication most formatting errors. Oh, okay. Oh, like that's not a screenshot. That's cool. Okay. And like, oh, you have to click upload for it to work. Okay. Cool. 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 Good to know. Thank you. All right. So that's done. Let me go back to my list. It's not tested, but it's on. But I've also like wasted a bunch of time getting this sidetracked. So let's move faster. We're gonna strike through adding the Warbringer perk. I'm gonna instead be like added full kit. Yeah, makes sense, Benny. Okay. How long have I been streaming? An hour and a half. I was making great time at first, and then I like got distracted and an hour went by. So it's not ideal. Damn, time. I was so ahead of time, and then time really flies as soon as I let my focus off for like even a second. Let's get back on it. I've got like a few things done at least. Test, ready for test. Because I've done the Viper thing, ready for testing. Chosen Go Agile thing, ready for testing. Full kit, ready for testing. What's next? Keep doing the small things if we can. Yeah, I know, Cloister. Online is like that. Resistance AK damage, let's do that next. Fix resistance AK damage. Okay, so we're already in the right place for this. It's always annoying because it's a thing I did do and then I don't think I saved correctly into the core mods config and, you know, gotta do it again. We're gonna choose it. It won't be in here, it'll be in the resistance weapons config, I think. But I will want this because I'll want to just compare perfectly, you know what I mean, to what the assault rifle is already. Tetra says there's a decent chance full kit will apply to the Iridar rocket since IRC the X and X2 grenade template. Oh no. Well, dang it, if that's true, then I just have to go to all the grenades and +1 charge them anyway. But I do think that's possible, so alright, we'll do that in a second. More time. Heavy ordnance does, so full kit probably will. Fuck. Well, in that case, I'm probably going to go ahead and undo adding this. Unfortunately, and we're just going to do that a different way. So strike through on added full kit, and that is not ready for testing. Just house rule it? Nah, it's annoying. Annoying to remember. Just gonna go. Just gonna change charges. Okay. Annoying! But I have to do it for medkits anyway. But we have to circle back around to that now. So I'm doing something else first. We're now gonna do the resistance AK thing, so we're gonna go to workshop config. Resistance weapons. No, yes, here. AK. Oh, this is not that. This is not for that. Where do I do the AK specifically? Oh no, that's because this is a config file, not the exhaustive actual file. So, make sure your sticky keys is on. Is it though? Do I do it in here? Frick, frack, fruck. I think so. This is just changing SMGs and pistols. Oh, no, because this is for the actual resistance weapons. But yes, then I would also do this to change the resistance AKs, I think. Fair, matey. Right. So wouldn't I just change Waddock stats AR to match what I made the existing ARs? I think I would. It only needs to be tier 1 because resistance AKs never... Yeah, it's because I'm like subtly encouraging you, media. I should stop pegging you on. Well, you can have it for a treat. Yeah, you're pretty generous to me today. You can have a little egging on for a treat. What stats? I just need to change this to AR. I shouldn't need to change... It's Red Alert 2 Oxin. I shouldn't need to change too much other stuff, right? How did I used to do it before? Hate it when I can't remember all this old shit I'd already solved and I can't remember the solutions I did. Because I didn't GitHub any of this. It's all lost to the ages, and that's extra annoying. Isn't just +1 damage enough? I'd like them to have just the same stats as an AR. And no, +1 damage wouldn't be enough either. I don't like it when they just always do 2 damage, 2 damage, 2 damage, unless they crit. I want one of them to just have like an assault rifle. Config workshop weapons. Why do I do this? Ugh. Maybe I go to the resistance weapons mod itself. I could just do it in there and do it properly later, but we know how that goes. Config. It's not weapons faction. It's weapons, assault rifles. Oh no, it is, because this is for the militia. I think resistance weapons specifically gives the militia AKs already. I guess I didn't do that. Is that what I'm seeing here? That reads to me militia. And this is the exact gun they have, which makes me think maybe they just already get it. There's your shitty stats for it. Originally I wanted that Stoops in OVA, but I don't think I ended up actually doing it. And I think I'm fine for them to just keep AKs, like fuck it. If I want it later, I can add it later. I forget if I did. It was a thing I did want, but I don't think I actually did. They can keep the AKs but increase the damage. They just get better ammo, Tarkov. We'll see about it later, yeah. Hot load ammo, oh my goodness. Tier 2, and it does go up in tier. Stat select mode custom, global assault 2 bonus. What is this, like a Counter-Strike rank? Yeah, it's just like upping their stats in the exact same way you just said. So we can have that if we want it. This is definitely the militia too, I think. You can see. What's this though? T3. Primary. Was this applied to all the others? I think it was, yeah. Improving ground project, improve militia damage. See, that'd be good, yeah. It's like the base defense, base security thing from Long War. Is it doing that? Number of resources, and define your own resource type and cost. Why does it cost resources? Is that actually a thing? I don't know, I'm trying not to get wind. There's so many questions, I'm trying to get distracted. All I need to do is just update this. So, we'll actually close this. We're not going to do it this way, we're just going to do it in the mod and I'll fix it later. Because they're both, yeah. So, where are ARs? Assault rifle, conventional clip size, 5. Rat-a-tat-tat. I'm fine for them to have like a bit less. I'm fine to just leave it, honestly.
Alert.
It's just like they use more bullets. They're less efficient in XCOM. Thank you.
2.00 donation from malfunctioning mosquito.
Thank you, Mosquito.
Oz.
What the fuck? You weren't joking. Thanks for your $2. Holy shit, that was frightening. Jesus. Swoy. Okay, we're gonna change this to E damage 1. Because I don't like it when the guns just randomly blow up cover. It's stupid. I'm not gonna bother with the clip size. I'm gonna try to make... that's fine. Like, they can just be a bit shittier at ammo efficiency than XCOM. They don't get any extra aim. And where's their damage? Bro, where is the AR damage at? Here we go. 4, spread 1, crit 3. Yep, I like that. 4, spread 1, crit 3. Anything else? Nope. Aim, no benefits. Crit chance, no benefits. Clip size 4, just leave it. That's it, I think. It's flat CV. Why is there... Maybe out of using custom in set select mode. Oh god, I don't know, man. Like, what does any of this mean? It's probably telling me. If I could read all this shit. Tier 1. You ever, like, try to skim read through something because you don't want to waste your time reading it all, but then you waste more time because you just didn't read the instructions it's trying to tell you? That's my life. That's what I do all the time, is my mistake. Like, there's just a lot here. Stat select mode custom global assault 2 bonus. I don't know what that means. It's valid for using custom stat select mode. What? Okay, we are. Yeah, it's one of those things where just set it and just like, I guess I have to test it in game to see if it works. Because I have to test anyway. Kind of annoying, but whatever. That'll be the quickest thing to do here. Do I have to change anything here? Hopefully not. Okay, so just go... change the damage for the others as well, I guess. And leave it at that. Okay. So go down to T2's next. And we'll just do them all while we're here. They don't get light up high burst. They're definitely not as good as an XCOMer. Global Assault 2 bonus. What do I do for Mag? 6 spread 1, crit 3. Oh, I never give you more crit. It's always 3 crit. Interesting. 6 spread 1, crit 3. 6. I mean, if they're not actually getting, like... If it still looks like conventional, we'll just give them, like, slightly better ammo as they go, I think. Just a little bit. Like, when we're at Plasma, they can have found armor-piercing rounds for their AKs, and they can do mag damage. That's fine. Whoa, 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 don't do that. What? That's the wrong thing. Crit is here. E damage, no, do not be 10, be 1. And they'll just do the exact same thing for the last tier. So just go up and up. We'll just do the next one is whatever. 6, which it already is, I think. 4, 5, 6, yep. Crit 3. E damage 1. Okay, that's good enough for now. I think that's done. I have to write down what I did, even though my notes are horrible. Resistance AK damage. Set resistance AKs in resistance weapons mod. Set militia AKs, that is. Set faction / MLT AKs resistance weapon mods to have 4, 5, 6 average damage. Like my ARs. Should do piercing? Said, nah, they're fine. They don't have to be good. They just have to be like a little helper. They don't need to be busted. So that's done. Hopefully. Last test. Now we have to go back and do the charges thing properly this time. So let's see if in my OVA core mod here, that's not OVA core mod. Let's see if in my OVA core mod I already have these configs ready for me. Weapons XCOM soldiers. No, it'd be in normal config. War of the Chosen. Where is the charges for grenades stored? Is it in weapon data? I reckon. Oh, technically if I'm a stickler, I would probably like to change the range tables for resistance too, but whatever, like it's good enough. They can just be weirdly, have weird accuracy. Alien abilities. Oh, did I already nerf Rift in OVA? I must have, because I'm smart. I hope. Hope so, because that shit's crazy otherwise. Here we go. Item default grenades. Frag grenade, alien grenade, range. Okay, if I go and look at the game's actual vanilla version of this file, I will likely see the parameters I can add to this to increase charges, and hopefully it will also apply to medkits while I'm here. So we have to go and check that. I'm gonna check it now. So that actually takes me to, like, legitimately just the game folder. One sec. Because that's gonna have everything we need. Or the chosen XCOM game config. Whew! I feel good today. You guys feel good? You guys go Sembies? You feel alright? What was I in? I was in... I feel good because the fucking $1,110 is really helping. Thank you very much. XCOM game data, weapon data is what I want. XCOM game data, weapon data, default game data. You're just like looking through all this shit, you know? Default game data, weapon data. It's its own file, right? It's not in default game data, I don't think. Yeah, default game data, weapon data. Do you see it? I think it's its own file. Yeah, it should be. There's soldier skills. There it is. Okay. Grenade. Yeah, it's alien grenades. XM2 item default grenades. Okay. Yeah, clip size. Here we go. Good old XCOM 2. Firaxis really just made it so accessible. It's awesome. Okay, and we'll want to change their stats too. Didn't I bring it up already? No, I didn't. Hang on. Let's go back to the mod where we're actually going to edit this for our own purposes. We're just using the file I just pulled up as a reference. Okay. So these are what we're going between. We're going between, this is where we're going to actually add this stuff to, and this is where we're pulling it from. So we have, is it under the same header? XCOM game, X2 item default grenades, yes. So if I want to change the stats to, I would do it there. Interesting that I haven't. That's really weird. I've changed the E damage and the range, but why would I? Surely I've rebalanced how much damage grenades do in this game. Wouldn't it have to be in here if I had? That's weird. That's strangely weird that I don't seem to have done that. Maybe I just liked the default damage number, but I feel like I would have added Pierce or something. I don't know, I mean, believe your eyes. It seems I haven't configured the damage of grenades to be different. I guess they're vanilla damage. That's crazy. Or a different mod does it, but that's odd. Well, don't get hung up on it. Just don't be a perfectionist in advance. Just do what works now, and if it doesn't work when we test, then we know to change it. So I will want to add a bit more damage to them because we're going to add the grenade scatter. So off the blush, I'll want to add, at least for the non-special types, I'll want to add their damage profile here, I think, so I can change it. I will also need to go to the mod for the shredder grenades and do the same thing, because they aren't vanilla. And then I'll also change the clip size. That's like one of the main things I've come here for, basically. I guess I've got to... I don't know, like, it is a way to, like, balance off the special grenades as you don't get two of them, I guess. Because otherwise, it's like, why would you use a normal grenade? Just use the special ones. So, I mean, at least for now, we can just do the normal ones. See how we feel later about the others. So we'll take frag grenade, eye clip size. And we're going to add that to... I think it's important that you add it in the same order. I don't know if it really matters, but I think it does. I act like it does. Okay, so we'll want to go to... remove what it is, and then add what you want it to be. Is my understanding of how you do this. Yeah, they. Kind of like C4, but you throw it. So, clip size 2, and this should give us exactly what we're looking for. Oh, and I'll have to put the range back up again, yeah. We're definitely gonna have to test this because I don't trust that it's like the only mod I've got affecting this. I'm suspicious, but I hope it is. Size 2. I'll need to do it for flashbangs and smokes and shredders. So let me just like flash, smoke, shred. Let me just note that real quick. Don't think there's any other grenade I can think of, but also like medikits as well. Doing radius, aren't we? No, surprisingly I haven't touched radius either. Huh. Let's do radius too. We're gonna also need that for the grenade scatter that we're gonna introduce a little bit later on. So we also have to add higher radius to make up for the inaccuracy. A bit. Not fully, but a bit. Okay. And again, I just don't think I do it for the special grenades yet, and we see if it balances them. So extra radius. Range can go up to like, I think when I use grenade scatter I set it to 11. Because you get really inaccurate the further away you throw, so it kind of balanced out. 8 definitely felt too low. I think I set it to 10, but I can't remember. We'll try 11. Maybe it was 12. We'll certainly find out when I test it. It'll feel right or wrong instantly. These are the ones that still do some environmental damage, but not a guaranteed amount. They also are good because they hit everyone, unlike the shredders, which have the downside of they're like they're needle grenades from XCOM 1. They don't hit you if you're in cover to them. In that sense, making these actually not have too much more range might be the ticket, because then it kind of balances them, where these are like heavy and loaded with high explosive, which can blow up cover, but you can't really chuck them too far. So maybe I'll leave it at 8 actually. For these ones specifically, these are like closer range assault grenades. Or defensive grenades, I guess you could call them, that can actually demolition cover. And that'll kind of balance them in that way, you know? Maybe even add like a scooch more E damage. I'm not gonna fuck with that. Yeah, and then the shredder grenades themselves, they will get the extra throw-in range, I think. That'll make sense. Okay. Let's, that shit's ready? Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, hang on. Before I do... No, right now. Let's go see what Growlcor's up to. Okay. Growlcor, what have you made for me this time? Mandated and very allowed distraction. Good lord! What is that? Oh my god. I'm gonna show people this. Show, yeah, here it comes. This is for development streams, apparently. Growlcore turned me into the nerd emoji. Wow. Do I put this on? I assume I have to put this on now. I am wearing glasses. I got glasses this year. Alright, thank you, Growlcore. That's exceptional. Wow. Exceptional work as always. Thank you very much. That's the speaker's hair. That's at the minute. I love that Kuma's got him too. Alright. Give me Dexter's lab thing is going on. Love the Kuma glasses. Yeah, I can see myself. I'm gonna like make an unsanctioned modification. I'm gonna take those eyes and make them mine too. But for now, as Growlcore intended, I shall wear it. Give me a second, give me a couple of minutes while I put this on. Change in front of you all, as I always do. Thank you, Growlcore, once again, for your whimsy you bring to our experience here. I appreciate it. It's a good day. It's time for another outfit change. Copy and apply. Let's go. Closed mouth image. It begins. Oh my god. I gotta make the eyes bigger so you can see them at this resolution too. That's cope. I'm just doing it so I look less nerdy. Okay. I'm in the outfit. Thanks, Growlcore. Thank you so much. I need the toggle that makes my glasses shine like I've had a great idea. Yeah, alright, Growlcore says anytime. Thank you, Growlcore. Jesus Christ. So he said, wait, what? Wait, what, huh, bud? This is perfect. Abiotic Factor 2. Oh, shit, you're right. We love it when outfits have more than one use. We do enjoy that. Can I be bigger? Yeah, we gotta, like, show it off a little bit better. Okay, I'll have this one on for now. I can't stop looking. Actually, the goat. Yeah, this is my Dr. Kuma, ironically, outfit. Gordon, big pets. All right, with my beautiful new outfit, I can continue my beautiful work